Hey guys, this is Chris coming back to you with Stealth Success, and today is day 7 on having your VA connect to your accounts. Alright, so this might be a little bit longer of one today because you pretty much need to figure out how you're going to diversify if you have multiple accounts, where they will be accessed and used, and so on. So, my recommendation is basically using, like, if you have another computer, try to use things around your house that you may be able to use. If you have a laptop, if you have a spare laptop, if you have a desktop computer that you haven't used, as long as it's able to run, pretty much Google Chrome and one of these services, like one of these remote services, or even connect to a VPN, it should be able to do the job. Also, if it has adequate RAM and stuff like that, hard drive, processor, remember, the better the parts, the more responsive and stuff like that, the better internet connection you have, the more responsive it'll be for your virtual assistants. And also, with choosing your program on how they will connect will also impact their connectivity latency. Just the time. If it's a huge delay, no delay, whatever. There is no delay, so don't look for that, but low latency is what you're looking for. So pretty much we can do a remote service. Basically what it is, it's an agent on the computer, and then you have to set up each individual computer to be accessed, and the VAs will need some type of account, or they can use your remote account, which I do not recommend because you are giving them administrative permissions to this account, whether that's these two services here that I've used before. This one is Remote PC. It's really good. It's an agent that is installed on your computer. I actually do have this still up and running. It's fairly cheap also. As you can see here, unlimited remote access, file transfer. You can access it through the web. Access to computers, $29 for the first year. Just simple math. That's $2.50 per month. So if you have 10 computers at your house or whatever that you have laying around, let's say you do, you could do it for $60 a month, which whatever 60 divided by 12. So, guys, it's really cheap. The other alternative, and let me stay on Remote PC. So I've used Remote PC, and the latency is actually really low. It depends also your connectivity as well. If you're out in the middle of the woods, don't expect it to be responsive, as if you were using it in person. But it's manageable. You can use it. It's got a lot of different features. It's awesome. And it has saved me in the past for other programs that have failed. But the other one that my VAs actually started on is TeamViewer. You can use TeamViewer for free. Let's say you have more than X amount of computers, though they will limit your use. TeamViewer is more of a enterprise solution. They don't offer any type of home solutions or anything like that, so they're pretty much all commercial. So if you're looking for a solution like remote support, you'll need to pay a decent penny price to use it, like for multiple computers and stuff like that. So it's a huge difference. Remote PC was $2.50 per month, and this is $50 per month. That's if you are buying it. You can use it for free. Again, it's only for so many computers. It is pretty reliable, though. The connection's decently fast, and again, it's just an agent that's installed on your computer. So pretty much after you make an account and sign in, they'll give you an agent that you download, and then you log into your account, and then you're good to go. And the other option is connecting through a VPN. So what's a VPN? A VPN is a virtual private network that basically you are creating a virtual tunnel between specific computers, or computers that have the agent or the authorization to connect to whatever service. So then that way, this computer, that computer, and all these computers can be on the same network, but not be in the same physical network, if that makes sense. So, if you wanted to connect to your friend's computer at their house, you could do that through a virtual private network or a remote service, whatever. It depends on what your idea is for that. But in my instance, I've actually set up a VPN. I think it's a lot faster for me personally because I do work in IT, so I have a little bit more of a corporate and stuff like that idea of how things should be set up. So I do have a server at home running virtual machines. So I do have my VAs connect through a VPN, and this service is called Zero Tier, and I absolutely love it. I love it so much. It's been amazing. It is free. I think you can add up to 50 computers. It's very, very manageable. It's very easy to set up. I love it. The only downside is at times the Zero Tier will sort of like have a hiccup, and then you'll either need to reconnect it, re-download the agent, or restart the computer. So one of those three will resolve your issue, whatever it is. But with Zero Tier, basically, it's a little different from TeamViewer. So if you have it installed, it'll give you a little icon here in your taskbar, and then basically you need to go to join network, and then you type in your network here, and then it will tell you if you are on the network or not. Don't worry, because although it is showing my internal private IP and it is showing my Zero Tier code right here, I can still manage who has access and who doesn't from the internal dashboard on the website here. So that is another thing. If you do have to fire a virtual assistant, you no longer want them to have any type of connection to any of the computers on your network, you can easily just kick them off with using, denying their access essentially on Zero Tier and going from there. And that's another thing, is when you do add them on, you have to authenticate all the computers and whatever like that. You can also set different limitations if you want them to connect for X amount of days or whatever. And it is awesome. I absolutely love it. I haven't had any problems. They have a lot of support, as you can see here, so Windows, Mac, Android, iOS. So if you need to use this as your own personal stuff too, you could easily do that. You just download the app on your phone, and then now you can RDP into your own computers. So and how they would connect, basically, if you have Windows 10 Pro, there is a service called RDP that is installed on those computers. If you don't have it installed, I believe you search for Windows feature. Yeah, turn off Windows features, or turn Windows features on or off. And within here, if you find, let me see, remote, it's one of these remote services. I believe it's that one. The remote differential, well, that's RDC. I think since I have Windows Pro installed already, it's all set. But if you do have Windows 10 Home, I think you just have to change one of the settings. I would definitely look into that further and figure out how you guys can set it up, or I might make a video of it. So if you want that, let me know down in the comments. And I believe that is pretty much it on having your VAs connect to your accounts. So, depending on whatever way you go, they are a little bit different, but either way, VPN in my instance is way faster than any other remote services that I've used. But the remote services do work. They're a little bit cheaper, easier to set up, and, your VAs can easily install them, uninstall them on any computer they want, and go from there. So let me know what you guys saw of day 7, and I cannot wait to see you guys in day 8. And do not forget to join that Facebook group, like and subscribe to these videos, and stay tuned.